episode, season 1, episode 1. This is the pilot episode.
Yeah.
We are taking off. We don't know where we're flying to, but then, I don't know why it's called.
Get there.
I don't know why it's called a pilot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, we are the Catch My Twist?
Yeah. Catch My Twist.
Yeah,
Catch My Twist podcast. And basically, we're just going to be talking bullshit and common sense about music, pop culture, and anything cool that happens in SA and sometimes around the globe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, introductions. My name is Tabisa, a.k.a. Ikarvss, a.k.a. Icky, that boy king.
Icky got the bitches.
Icky fingers.
Yeah. And I got my man right here, the Sounds Of, a.k.a. KB. You know, just the Sounds Of, you know. Just when you hear that name, you think of jazz and sunsets and shit like that.
You're listening
all
to
that
the
good
Sounds
stuff.
Of, baby.
All that good stuff. And to his right, we got Jesus Bay, the greatest.
J-Boo.
Trapper, out here doing his thing. We got Andrew, Mr. XO with the chain around his neck. You can't see, but trust me, it's there. And we got Lance the Lord here.
Yes, that is
Lance.
my IT name, Lance Lord.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. And this is the first episode. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, to kick things off, 2019 has been. It's how old is it? It's 2 months and 7 days.
It feels like it's been 7 years.
1 month and
bro.
7 days, exactly.
1 month and
But
7
yeah,
days.
you can say it's been 2 months because
January is just
January is a year.
January is just that long.
January just didn't want to go away.
And it's okay. It's been 1 month and 7 days old, and a lot of shit has happened
Already.
A lot of shit has happened. I mean, we've had fake accidents happening.
Being arrested here.
We have people being arrested. We've got parliament. Like the whole of it might be arrested. 90% of ANC might just go down the drain. We've got Ubushiri and his people praying for the Hawks car to catch fire. You don't know what's going on. And at the same time, we've got Cass and Ricky Rick. I mean, there's a lot of people that looked up to that. But then apparently 10 years of a friendship, 10 years of investing in the next person, Ikarvss. If I invest in you $1 million and then the next day when you're out there making power moves, you're telling me that our friendship is fake.
All of a sudden, I forgot you.
How do you justify
I don't think it was 10 years of a friendship because if you look at how the friendship started, it started off the internet. So I wouldn't say it wasn't genuine friendship, but only if you look at the situation. I think Ricky Rick feels like only one person was benefiting from the relationship they had.
How could it have been one person benefiting if both of them were in different worlds? I mean, Casper was never signed. He just got recently signed by Universal.
He just got signed.
Yeah.
Of which is great because he's already made his millions off his name.
He didn't
Mr.
get
2
signed.
Bentleys.
Exactly, Mr. Two Bentleys. He's signed into Universal.
He didn't sign. It's a deal.
He's got a deal
distribution deal.
So you can't take umuntu that has been independent from day one and compare him to someone who was with Mavala Noise from day one. I mean, obviously.
Wait.
With that being said,
they wash each other's hands, basically, if you think about it.
What do you mean they wash?
They
hands?
wash each other's hands.
That's how they.
No, but look how many features has Cass done for Ricky that's actually blew up. How many features does Cass have with Ricky that's Ricky's tracks that actually blew up? And how many tracks does Ricky have with Cass that's actually blew up? I can count like more than 5 of those tracks now. So but one person is only benefits.
In terms of tracks, I think they've been working well together a bit. Like I don't even know why like Ricky Rick would be mad at this time. Like Casper's doing his thing, and EMC is like a friend would, but then if you don't help a friend out, that's just for that day.
I don't think he's mad. I think he feels like the friendship is not genuine. It's not genuine friendship. Like it's being used. Like
at the end of the day, this is a business.
Yeah, but
it's not real friendship. It's
that's what he said in the interview with Slick. I said he's trying to establish real friendships, not business friendship. That's why he cut Cass off, because it was more of a business friendship than it was of an extra friendship.
But don't you think that business friendship would have helped him, since he's got his own record label now?
Yeah.
Don't you think Casper's connections would have like
That
helped
would have
Ricky
helped
Rick
immensely.
Exactly.
No,
Immensely.
the thing is, he doesn't have a beef with him. It's not like he can't go and talk to him.
Yeah.
There's no
You know,
beef.
Yeah,
no
that's
But
the
why,
thing.
if it's a business friendship, ngizoboleka 1 million igwen, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll go do my business with that 1 million and then I'm gonna give it back to you. Why couldn't he just do the same with Cass? Because if you look at it, Cass is bigger than, it's an opinion.
It's a
Yeah.
fact, not an
opinion.
opinion.
It's
a fact.
kind of a fact.
Yeah.
Casper's
Cass is bigger than Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
Why not? IsiZulu sithi indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili.
But I don't.
Yeah.
They started off at the same time in the industry. You can't say omunye uphambi nomunye. Okay, we can say Cass has been more successful, but we must also look at Ricky Rick strategy in the game. Ricky Rick doesn't actually drop an album. He lives on single to single, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which is why you, in other words, you can say Cass has actually been bigger than Ricky Rick, because Cass has been dropping albums and Ricky Rick has been living from single to single.
How many albums does he have? Like 1 album and 1 EP.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ricky
He's
Rick,
got Family Values
Yeah.
and Stay Shining there.
yeah, that
Yeah.
EP. And if you look at the
Projects.
lifespan of his career, he has actually been part of the topic from all these things he has been dropping. So
I mean,
that's
yeah,
much of him.
He has been
Yeah.
on the street. I mean, people talk about Ricky. If it's not fashion, then it's
Yeah.
the songs.
Yeah.
I mean, he made us dance
Yeah.
in Stay Shining, and everybody loved it. It was so good.
Exactly. But then again, what you were saying, let's not forget Ugutu Casper was on Stay Shining.
Yeah.
And that
yeah.
partnership helped it out. It was a vibe. It was
Yeah,
a
the
vibe at
single
the end of
that
the
they
day.
pushed out,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I think we just want to see them get along because they make beautiful music together.
They make beautiful music
Yeah, that's a
together.
fact. They
Yeah.
make beautiful music together. But if one part feels that they're not happy in that relationship, then I don't feel like it's right for them to stay in the situation.
Why not? Why did he come out like this? Why not keep it between them and leave us with that
True.
this
You know,
facade
like-
that everyone's happy?
Like a few months ago, Ricky Rick took a break from the music industry.
Yeah, he
right?
said he's
Yeah,
apparently gonna
I don't-
help out.
I don't believe that Cass actually picked up the phone and called Ricky Rick and said, "Yo, how you doing, man?" But instead, I feel like he posted it on Twitter, like said, "I'm here for you," which was more like of a publicity stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what it
like-
all
like
is.
That's,
Yeah.
why,
That's what it
that's
all
how I
is.
feel like Ricky Rick came to this decision, because like was like, "Yo, nigga, you didn't pick up the phone and call me." I'm not sure if that's how it
Just,
went down, but from where I'm standing, after the meltdown or the breakdown, Ricky Rick started like making friendships with all Cass' enemy, you know, aka
Wow.
all of them.
For real?
Yeah, all the people that Cass cuts off, basically. I wouldn't say his enemies, but all the people
Yo,
that he
people
doesn't mess with.
been cutting cash. First it was Anati. They were together on
Yeah.
the track. What is it? I don't care what you drink.
Yeah.
Kinata. What's the name of the track? I
Ah.
forgot. They've been on
I'm
that.
I'm on my own.
Yeah. And then Anati jump shipped and dropped the saga with AKA. They
And
dropped
then that
Careful
fell
What You
through.
Before.
And then that also
and then,
fell
and
through.
that fell through. And now Ricky is with AKA.
And
I
with
just-
that being said, I think we also need to look at Casper and the moves he makes. Why are so many people cutting him off?
Because Casper's thinking business-wise.
No,
That's
no.
exactly, man.
Man,
Like I think
business-
it's safer.
Iki, if you say you're thinking business-wise, if we're in a business together, I'm gonna make a decision that's gonna benefit both of us. And you want
No, that's
cut
the
me
thing,
off.
Angit.
I
That's
think
the
Cass
thing.
is more
La La
of a
Land.
selfish
Listen,
That's the
person.
thing.
Have you heard
He's not in business with them. He's just in a
Gemini
business.
major?
He's,
Say,
that's an artist. You know, artists get fucked over sometimes. That's what happens.
Exactly,
That's a fact.
exactly.
That's what happens.
That's why they say don't
Yeah,
mix
yeah, sure, but
business
it-
with cash.
exactly.
Don't mix
Exactly.
business
That's
with
what
It's
cash.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's,
Mhm.
we must also look at Cass as a person and a businessman. I think
He's a
Cass
businessman.
is more
Straight up.
vicious,
Straight up.
vicious as a businessman. It's like,
Oh,
if it
which is
doesn't
working
benefit
for
me,
him.
then I
Exactly.
don't fuck
It's
with it.
working for
Exactly.
him. It's
I mean,
working
Yeah,
for him.
it is working for him, but in the long run, you look at it like how many friendship will he have to cut off in order to get where he's going?
But that's
A lot.
is
A lot,
it-
bro.
Does he
How
really
many
have
friendship?
friendships?
In the end, he will
In
So
the
end up
first
saying
place,
those
does
things.
he-
lot.
In the first place, does he even see them as friendships?
No.
Because Lomuntu is getting into the game with a business mind.
Yeah, maybe-
He's here to make money. Me personally, I think it's safer to assume Uguti, any relationships you work on in the music business, it's gonna be more of a business thing. Don't get too personal. You can be on good terms with people, but things are not things. At the end of the day, everything is a business. It's about money. You can get fucked over when it comes to money.
Very.
And the question to ask is, in the first place, when Casper's making all these relationships, is he really thinking of them as friendships or more business opportunities?
Yeah,
exactly.
I think that's what we also need to look at, because
Exactly.
maybe some artists may feel like they're actually friends with Cass, and he actually feels like they're actually business partners. So when he makes business moves, they feel offended in the friendship.
With that being said, I don't think we'll ever get the full story on this.
I think we will split the bills.
It's a publicity stunt.
If it's not for us, then we will never get it.
Exactly.
But what was for us though was, we live in episode, guys. I was playing FIFA with the gents. I don't know what you guys were doing. I fucking forgot the day.
I was watching training as a game.
Okay, he was watching training. He was asleep. Ngiamangala, my phone, I was on WhatsApp. Actually, I wasn't playing FIFA because I was beaten out of the tournament. So I was on WhatsApp and everyone's like, Musli, no, live, Instagram. And
man.
turns out that on that night,
She was
Mabena, aka New Age Mabree, aka Stand Up.
I don't think she can still claim the new age.
Claim those
after
things.
the
After that, you can't toy with our feelings like that, bruh, and expect us to walk away as if everything was
okay.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
it was an Arrive Alive campaign. Don't drink and drive. Don't snap and drive, which is good. But indlela, guys, no.
Okay, okay. What I'm gonna say about this?
Maybe
I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't really care. Like when people started posting all these, damn Nomuzi, no, oh shit, Nomuzi. I was like,
to be honest, I thought she dropped nudes, or maybe she went live on it because of the way that happened, right? Like everyone live, Paul, and others are laughing about it.
Exactly, live, and I was like, what's going on? So I look it up and I see the video. It's like, oh damn, she's dead. I was like, she's dead live on Instagram. I was like, wow, okay. And then I let it pass. Then like a day or two later, I check news again, and apparently it was an Arrive Alive campaign. Okay, I get that you have to do the advertising and you have to do it in a smart way. Not like almost everything has been done and you want to do it innovative. Like that's cool and all, but there were people who were saying rest in peace and shit. People who were like, oh shit, Nomuzi died. What happened? They really cared. They really cared. There was a hashtag up, and it was all a stunt.
Not everyone cared.
Publicity stunt gone wrong.
I'm just speaking in general. And it was all just a stunt. It was all just an advert. Like, that's playing with people's emotions. And I get that some people are saying that, oh, this is a job. She had to do this to get that effect, to go see. You don't snap while driving. But to do it like that and to just go offline, just stop it right there, that was too real, and that was like playing with people's feelings.
Maybe that was the idea.
That was the idea, right? But then it backfired because people actually cared. I don't think she thought that people really
I feel
cared.
like it was selfish of her
No.
Exactly.
to go to take that route. I feel like
Exactly,
she
like-
the message could have been passed on in another way.
In a better way.
In a better way, and the message could have been communicated better.
She could have done that same exact video, and then after that, like do that normal like PSA type of thing. Like she walks out of a dark room and be like, that could have been me if I was snapping while driving. That would have gotten the message across.
That way it could have gotten the message across.
But
and
then
it
she
would have
just
placed a lot of hearts at ease.
Exactly. She just went offline,
Because
like for real. Like I was
People
like,
genuinely cared about her.
exactly. Like people were like, damn.
It was very
like,
selfish
oh
of her.
shit.
Gents, Nomuzi, people hate her for this. People are saying this is the second biggest accident. The first one was a right.
At least she had a hit. At least she had a hit, dog.
After those few hits, she got her own record label started.
Wow.
Which is good. I mean, women are doing power moves out there, and we are shooting
You know,
a podcast in the bathroom at my crib. But
no, we're trying to do this.
yeah, we're trying to do this. We're trying to get out there.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
Open up the industry.
Ah, yes.
Hashtag open up the industry.
Yes.
Exactly.
True. I don't know whether any celebrities are going to be listening to this. We hope you guys are going to be listening to this. But open up the industry, guys. It's not about you. I mean, you guys are doing a very wonderful job acting and being on radio and then moving from radio, going to Super Sport, showing us your thighs. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to see fresh thighs on a Thursday afternoon after a long day of work. We don't mind that.
We don't mind that.
But guys,
Give us a
production
chance.
houses, why are you guys recycling the people?
First of all, I'd like to say this. I feel like the celebrities overreacted when it came to this.
Exactly.
Because they are not the one who are in charge of the circle. They're also getting hired by people.
Exactly.
If they have no say who gets hired and who doesn't.
Exactly. If a big movie house, for example, Black Panther, if Marvel did a movie like Black Panther, they didn't hire, okay, they did, but it was like one person from here, okay, not two or three.
Yeah.
These the same celebrities that are complaining, telling us that they won't allow us to audition and whatnot when we want to do this. They were complaining when Marvel came to South Africa
when it was their
and
turn.
took other artists instead of them. Not so long ago, a movie Mandela was dropped. Jennifer Hudson was given the role of playing Mama Winnie Mandela, of which she did a very good job. I mean, she was able to take our story and give it to her people. When I mean her people, I mean people overseas. Because they won't see it the way we see it. But then she was able to take it and do it the way they will understand. South African celebrities were complaining. They were bringing up pictures of people that look like Mama Winnie Mandela. And it was amazing because you don't get to see these people every day. I mean, they're shooting a movie right now based on the life of who's this one that died of drug abuse?
WHP.
No, not WHP. She died back
Brenda Fassie.
Brenda Fassie. They did a movie on Brenda Fassie, and the very same celebrities are bringing out people like you and I to come up and act on that movie. But we are just crying for an opportunity in Zanzi Magic. Give us a chance. Give us a chance to be a boom swingers. And then the celebrities that don't know what boom swinging is, they catch feelings.
Why?
I feel like the celebrities don't really have a say in this because they're also getting hired. We're not actually trying to talk to we're talking to your bosses.
Exactly.
We don't know their bosses. I can't take the CEO from Zanzibar.
But with that being said, I think we also need to look at it from the people who actually produce these things, because they can't actually take an unknown face and trying to rebrand it and trying to push it to the people. That might cost more loads, than actually taking somebody who's already established and putting them on a stream, someone who already has a fan base.
Imagine Thursday Night Live with Rob Marao. you know Hutsi? Vele Thursday night.
Guy, man.
There's gonna be performances. Rob is gonna be there with his jokes, and then all of a sudden, some guys there with the show. I mean, Vele they're gonna look for ratings. But if you bring a new face to that show that has, because Thursday Night Live has a prime time slot of 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's where all the sport lovers wake up and go watch movies, watch TV for that hour or two, and then they go back to sleep. You can't bring that face to people that are used to seeing you, Ikarvss, on that stage. But how do they tackle this issue here, open up the industry?
I think
it's like saying like your example movies. We would like it doesn't hurt to have a fresh face in the cast. Like just having fresh faces. Sure, I understand that you gotta have like big names to get the attention of people. Yeah, you can have the headliners, but have the youngsters or the people who are not known in the side. Like in the cast to show themselves at least. Give them a chance. Because recycling the same people over and over, that's gonna get tired. Like how many soapies on Mzansi Magic have like almost the same person? Like a season ends la, and then you see the same Auntie Ruby la go into another show, and she becomes Mrs. Stone, who's a killer now. All of a sudden, like we don't know these things. Like there's a need for new faces in every way possible. Like they just need to give them a chance at least. Like give the people who are willing to work for that chance a way to showcase their talents.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
With you saying that, can I just give you a rundown of how we watch TV at home?
Yeah.
Okay. From 6 to 7, 6 p.m. That's when my brother watches his cartoons. That's when he watches his Adventure Time, his Robot Boy. Okay. Regular show, all of that. And then from 7.
Wow.
And then from 7 to 7:30, that's when the parents take over for the news and whatnot. And then I don't know what happens from 7:30 to 8, but then go 8, you know that everyone's gonna be on SABC One trying to see who's doing what. Everyone will be watching Generations. Exactly. And then from Generations, it's either you move to 161 or you stay on SABC One.
Or you stay on SABC One.
So now you know with 8:30. These two shows are
already
bringing in the numbers.
Yeah.
And then, this is my family. I don't know how you guys do it.
I think it's universal.
From from 8, from what time does it's by half 8, half 8.
Yeah.
Half percent.
And then
to 9.
9
It's
o'clock.
It's
The Queen Mabango, even though that's for the parents, that's for the retro. Exactly.
Yeah, then there's a Mayu.
Baby's at 9:30.
You could find these production houses are doing something for that. I need to from 7:30 to 8. We don't know what we do with our lives. We're just waiting for Generations.
Yeah.
What if
so much of our time?
What if in that 30 minutes, Mzansi Magic is casting a show, maybe just like this, with fresh faces, but we don't get to see it because we don't know what to do with our lives then. How?
That's true.
What if the issue is not with the production houses, but with the viewers?
And I also is something, I think it's more of the production houses, because if you look at it, I'm not going to say any specific name, but there's a certain production house who dominates Mzansi Magic.
Yes.
Then there's a certain production house who dominates SLPC One. You know, I can't watch like 3 soapies in a row from the same production house with the same actors. Like, you know, I changed to another China, the same production house.
Exactly.
Like, of course, they're going to have the same actors because it's cheaper for them to keep them than to bring in new actors and introduce them.
This is a tough one.
I think it's more about also giving. It's not only about the actors and musicians, also about the production house, the people who are telling new stories. We can't have the same. I'm not saying they're telling the same stories, but we can't have the same people tell a different story. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then what happens to the people that are graduating? Like, for instance, us. In the next few months, we are going to our final year, and then after that, we are going to the business
into the world.
Out there, there's an actor who is probably sitting just like us, not knowing what to do with their lives, doing their assignments and whatnot. There's a writer, and whatnot. They're also trying to do these things. What happens, because now we've got 3 people that are that are contributing to the industry. You've got 5 sound engineers, you've got an actor, you've got a writer. And these production houses, what you are saying is they are recycling their actors because it's cheaper to keep
the writers too.
The writers too. I mean, there's one guy that I know that's writing for 4 shows, and then he's acting on another show. Like, how green is it?
It's not green. It's not green. Let's look at it from a man perspective on his side.
Yeah.
Think about him.
No, everybody want to be wealthy.
Exactly.
At the end of that day,
That's
just hustling.
When they give him a chance to, of course he's gonna write. He's gonna take it.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
That's why we're saying that the production houses need to at least try to give other people opportunities.
Yeah.
Because look at
the networks too. They can't keep going and knocking on the same door.
On the same door.
But it could be fear.
Yeah,
It could
I
be
think
fair.
it's also about fear, but
Could be
like,
fair.
what if these fail? We know that their products work.
We know
if
that.
we go there and get different product, it's gonna work.
If you're watching Bewu, what's the top guy? The black guy that owns the company? Okay. Before it was one of our own, Tyler's father.
Yeah.
He played a role. Now, when he was switched, it didn't make much difference. Like, people thought, okay, it's going to affect the business, like, they'll stop watching. But they still carried on watching because it's an interesting story. Show. It's not about the actors, it's about, is it entertaining? Think about it from that perspective. Okay, maybe bring in top actors in the beginning, then you slowly...
Introduce new
exactly. Because you've already got... Remember Generations?
Yeah.
Like when they fired people
the
years
whole
ago, they
cast.
fired the whole cast. People said, oh, I'm not going to watch Generation, oh, blah, blah, blah. But still, they watch Generations.
But the rating are not as high as before, though.
Yes.
We need to also look at
But
that.
then let's also take note that when that happened, that wasn't by choice. That was just a quarrel. That was a quarrel with the cast itself. So that was not them trying to revamp the series. It was just because there was an issue with paying all the cast.
I get what you're saying.
But look how it worked out.
But exactly, look how it worked
It's
out.
still going strong today, though.
bro.
I feel like we can say all we want, we can put the blame on each other. At the end of the day, we also need to put the blame on ourselves, though. Because if you don't get up and go knock on some door, the one's open for you. The doors once open for themselves.
And it's not necessarily about going and knock on their doors.
Yeah.
Today, like exactly, today there's a lot of opportunities you can make for yourself. Like YouTube, you can just make your own stories, get your own people to act in them, and then once you have the right type of content, people will come knocking on your door.
For all we know, South African production houses might ignore you, but then there's a guy in Berlin that's like, yes, this person is doing a very good job. So shoot your shot, guys. You never know.
Yeah.
And so all the production houses, we must open up the industry.
Open up the industry.
But I've been with the extra time that I have in these few days. I've been browsing through channels when it's off peak.
Off peak hours.
Yeah. And SABC 1, SABC 2, SABC 3. They still have shows that I used to watch back then.
Back in the day.
Your Hectic 99,
Yeah.
You're Crazy and whatnot. I was watching those shows and they still have that vibe that, okay, it's fun, but then at the same time it's educating. The only difference is Akumze, oh my goodness, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Akumzi and those faces, they brought in nice people.
Yeah, I think with the shows you mentioned, I think they've always been able to like introduce new faces and still keeping the fan base. Introducing younger faces, if I may add.
Then that's the formula.
I think that's what
it starts with not being afraid to introduce new faces. And if the content stays the same and it stays good, the people will still stay with the show.
Hey, gents, if we continue talking about this,
send a shout out to a hostel, they got new actors.
Hey, bro.
They're doing
exactly.
nice.
Exactly. And it's a dope story, Foods. It's a dope story.
It's nice to see new faces on your TV, even though the production house from SABC 1.
Yeah, true.
But that production house is big.
They are killing.
They've been doing things ever since.
Fun dope.
Well, thank you for joining us in this episode. We'd just like to give a shout out to our amazing sound technician, Udiwawa, and check him out on Facebook.
The people's choice.
He's a top class DJ, guys. Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on Facebook. You're on Facebook, right?
Yeah. Everything.
He's on Facebook.
Everything.
Check us out. Jesus Play the Greatest. The sounds of Ikarvss, the Landlord, and Andrew. By the way, Ikarvss has a project on YouTube. What's it called?
YouTube. Music from a Movie, Part 1. It's also on Audio Mac, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Please check it out and comment, guys. Please give me feedback. I want to know how you like it. It's a non-vocal project for now, but by the end of February, I will have new releases out for you, and that will include vocals. Watch the space, people. Watch the space.
Support the home.
Hashtag.
At the real Ikarvss on Instagram, Ikarvss on Twitter, Ikarvss on YouTube, Ikarvss on Facebook, and whatever.
Ikarvss with a V.
Yeah, with the V. IKARVSS.
That's how you spell it.
Ikarvss.
Yeah, anyone else want to drop their handles?
It's Lens the Lord everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Lens the Lord.
Alright, on Instagram it's at @the_solitary_autist, and on Twitter it's @official_Gwanda.
Okay, so on Facebook it's Jesus Bay. On Instagram it's Jesus Bay the Greatest, yeah.
Nigga, who uses Facebook? It's 2019.
Yeah,
bro.
true.
Keep up with
True.
Alright, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Love you lots.
This has been the first episode of Catch My Twist. You'll be hearing more of us soon, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed it.
Whenever this episode drops, expect another episode next week, that day. So if it drops on Friday, next week Friday, episode 2 is coming out. Thank you so much for listening. We out.
Sure.